This is fourth standard social seventh lesson, that is soil, our natural resource. Okay children, let us learn about the seventh lesson, that is soil, our natural resource. Soil also is our natural resource. Okay, let us learn about the soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resource. The upper layer of our earth in which plants grow is called soil. See children, that a soil is very important natural resource. Okay, what do you mean by soil? That upper layer of the earth is called which we use to grow the plant is called as soil. Okay, next let us learn about the formation of soil. The soil we see around us was not formed in a day. It took many years to form. Soil is formed by the breaking up of rocks into smaller pieces. These small pieces are further broken down into smaller particles like sand and silt. When a soil is finally formed, when soil is finally formed, these small particles are carried to different places by running water and wind. Plants grow in soil. Animal depends on plants for their food. Thus, all living things on earth depends on the soil for their food. We also depend on the soil for many other things. In many villages, people use mud to make the wall of their houses. We make a cloth from plants like cotton and jute, which in turn need soil to live. Most people in India depends on agriculture for their livelihood. So soil is very important to us. It is one of the most important natural resource. Okay, how that soil is formed? Let us learn about the formation of the soil. The soil, whatever we see around us, no, it is not formed in a day. It will take many more years to form. Okay, how does it form? Soil is formed by breaking up of the rocks into smaller pieces. How does it breaks? Because of heavy rain and extreme heat. It that rocks will break up into smaller particles. Okay, the small pieces are further broken into smaller particles and like sand and silt. Okay, these soils are final ultimately that we can get the soil. These small particles are carried to different parts by the running water and wind. Okay, these small particles of that rock, no, that are carried away from place to place by the running water and wind. See, soil is a need to necessary to growing of plants. This plant, no, whatever we will grow in the soil, no, that is necessary to animals also, means so whatever the plants we grow, no, for that we need soil. Whatever that plants will grow on the soil, no, that animals depends on these plants. Okay, thus all the living things which are living on the earth, no, depends on the soil for their food. Okay, we also depend on the soil for many other things. Means people need a mud to construct the wall of the house. Whatever that cloth we are getting from the jute and cotton, no, we are getting from the plant only. Plant we are that grow in the soil only. Okay, so that ultimately all the that we and we human beings and animals also depends on the soil. Okay, that most people know that in India depends on agriculture for their livelihood. For agriculture also soil is important, isn't it? It is one of the most important natural resources. Means soil is one of the most important natural resources because human beings also and animals also get plants and grains and whatever that human beings are using for their food, no, they are all we are getting from the plants only, and that we depend that soil for our agriculture purpose. Okay children, the most important quality of the soil is its fertility. The fertility of the soil varies from place to place, and farmers add a manure and fertilizers to soil to make it more fertile. Fertile soil, fertile soil is good for crops. See children, in some fertility will be vary from fertility of the soil will be vary from place to place. In some places, farmers add a manure or as a fertilizer to to increase their fertility. Okay, fertile soil is important to grow the good crops, because if the fertility of the soil is good means we will get a good crop also. Okay, let us learn about the types of the soil. In India, there are different types of soil. Due to the difference in physical features and climate, in India, there are mainly 6 types of soil. These different types of soil are suitable for growing different types of crops. That is why such a wide variety of crops are grown in India. That the types of soil are alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, and desert soil. See, let us learn about the types of soil. In India, there are different types of soils are there. Due to the difference in the physical feature and climate, in India there are we can find the different types of soil because of a difference in the physical features and the climate. Means the physical features means in plain very fertile soil we can find, and in coast and in a desert that sandy soil will be there. That is physical feature means that. Okay, different types of soil will be there in the in our India, depends on physical features and climate. In India, there are different types of soil we can find, and that different types of crops also we can grow, depends on these different types of soil. Okay, which are the different types of soil? Alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil, and desert soil. Okay children, let us learn about the alluvial soil. What do you mean by the alluvial soil? Alluvial soil is the most fertile soil for cultivation. It is found mostly in the northern plains and coastal plains. The Himalayan rivers bring down with them a large quantity of alluvial soil. This is deposited on the river bank. Alluvial soil is also found in the deltas formed by the rivers of the Deccan Plateau. A variety of crops such as rice, wheat, sugarcane, pulses, oilseeds, and vegetables grow well in this soil. See, in alluvial soil, no, it is alluvial soil is the most fertile soil for cultivation. Means very good soil. That alluvial soil is very good for the cultivation. Where do we find this alluvial soil? Mostly we can see, then you see this soil in the northern plains and the coastal plains. That Himalayan rivers, no, that brings down the large quantity of alluvial soil. These deposits on the that rivers deposits on the river bank. They deposit that soil in on the river banks. Alluvial soil is also found in the deltas formed by the rivers of the Deccan Plateau. We can find this alluvial soil in the Deccan Plateau also. Variety of crops such as rice, wheat, sugarcane, pulses, oil seeds, and vegetables can grow in this soil. Okay children.